Your life might feel like a mess right now, and that's why you are watching this video. Maybe think we are going well at first, taking care of yourself, building good habits, and making connection. But then life threw me off balance, and now you are stuck in a cycle of frustration and failure. Or maybe you have been stuck in a constant loop of feeling indifferent, giving in to bad habits, and dealing with self-doubt or depression. I understand, not too long ago I was in a similar spot. No fan, no money, bad grades, no job, and no sense of purpose. So I asked myself, if I had to start from zero, no fans, no money, no direction, how would I turn my life around? It wasn't easy, but I figured it out step by step. Let me show you how I didn't hit and how you can do the same to change your life. Before making any move, I needed clarity. I couldn't just wake up and hope for the best. The first thing I realized was that most people drift through life. They hope that one day they'll stumble upon their purpose, or worse, they let others decide it for them. They become passive participants in their own lives, letting circumstances dictate their path. I knew I couldn't let that happen, so I needed to create my own purpose. The night before starting this journey, I sat down and wrote out why I wanted to change, and more importantly, who I want to become. I used Maslow's hierarchy of need to break it down, addressing everything from my basic survival need all the way up to self-actualization. I knew that if my motivation were grounded in solid reason, it would be harder to give up. Here's what I wrote. Wake up feeling energized instead of exhausted. Feel good in my body, not just for validation, but for self-confidence. Having a fulfilling job that positively impacts the world and supports me financially. Build strong, lasting friendship, people I can trust and who trust me. Be more present, appreciate life and love the journey, not just the destination. Next, I start designing my new identity, the person I want to become. I visualize it. What do they like? How do they think? What kind of life do they have? And most importantly, what will it take to get there? I then broke it down further, writing detailed bullet points about this new version of myself and stuck them on my wall. Big goals are intimidating. Trying to overhaul your life in one go feels overwhelming, and that's why most people fail. So I didn't try to change everything overnight. I focus on one small action at a time. Yeah, because taking one small step at a time is much easier than trying to change everything at once. It reduces resistance, makes the process feel manageable, and helps build momentum. But when you break it down into small, achievable steps, you create a sense of progress that keeps you moving forward. My first step, I decided I wouldn't use my phone for the first hour of the day. That's it, simple. I hid my phone in another room and focused only on completing that one task. Once that was done, I moved on to the next step. I didn't need to be perfect, I just need to make incremental improvements. Each day I wrote down 3 small goals. I knew I couldn't aim for perfection, but I could aim for consistency. Every time I completed a goal, I marked it with a W on my whiteboard. Every failure, an L. The goal was simple, stack more W than L. Here is an example of what my daily goals look like. No phone for the first hour, W. 30 minutes of movement, W. Use my phone too much while writing, L. It didn't matter if I had 1 or 2 L's. The key was to keep adding W. Even the smallest win is still a win. I used to freeze up just thinking about talking to a stranger. My mind would race. What if I say something stupid? What if they ignore me? So I avoided it for years. But I knew that had to change. Social confidence isn't something you are born with. It's built one small step at a time. So I gave myself a challenge. Say hi to just one person. At the grocery store, I saw my chance. The cashier had a 49 hats on. My heart pounded. I was very scared, but in my head I was saying I have to say it. Hey, tough loss last game. She looked up, smiled and said, yeah, we almost had it. That was it, a short casual conversation, but to me it felt huge, because confidence doesn't come from waiting until you are ready. It comes from doing, even when you are not. So here is your challenge. Next time you are out, say hi to one person, just one. You will be surprised how much that small step changes everything. At the first, the journey was exciting. The dopamine hit of starting something new kept me motivated. But after a few weeks, the novelty wore off. The excitement faded. This is when most people quit. They feel like their progress has stalled and they give up. But I didn't quit. Rather than chasing motivation, I stuck to my rule of taking the next smallest step. I didn't aim for perfection. I just made sure my energy recharged a little every single day, enough to keep going. And then things changed. My consistency improved, not because I was forcing it, but because I built momentum. The key isn't just motivation, it's building a system you can stick to. Small steps, taken consistently, lead to massive transformation. Start right now, take the first small step, and begin unfucking your life today.